Elian Cross had reported from war zones, disaster sites, and forgotten ruins, but nothing prepared him for the invitation that arrived without a sender. It was delivered in a plain envelope, no stamp, no return address, only a single line warning him that some foundations were never meant to support history, but to hide what history refused to remember. When he assembled his team, Mara Quinn, the calm and unshakable camerawoman, Noah Vale, the engineer who trusted structure more than stories, and Dr. Selene Hart, the historian who had spent her life studying erased records, it felt like another investigation. Yet something about the silence between them was already wrong. None of them noticed how every landmark they were about to explore had one thing in common: the same missing pages in its foundation. The first sealed passage was supposed to be impossible. Official blueprints showed solid earth beneath the landmark, yet there it was, a black stone door embedded deep underground, untouched by time, unmarked by tools, and completely absent from every historical record. Noah ran his hands along its surface, confirming what his instincts rejected: it was not built into the structure, but placed within it, as if dropped from somewhere else entirely. Mara's camera malfunctioned the moment it was pointed directly at the door, while Selene traced symbols that did not belong to any known civilization. Elian felt it before anyone spoke, a low vibration, like something breathing slowly on the other side of reality. And then the corridor behind them went silent in a way that suggested it had never been alive at all. Selene's research uncovered something no historian should ever find: entire groups of workers who had officially existed in construction records, but were erased after completion. Payroll logs ended mid-project, followed by blank years where documentation should have been. Noah discovered the engineering impossibility: identical underground schematics repeated across continents and centuries, as if different civilizations had followed the same hidden blueprint. Elian began receiving calls with no voice, only the sound of stone grinding deep underground. Mara noticed figures appearing in every recording, standing still, watching, disappearing whenever the camera tried to focus. It became clear that whatever built these tunnels did not vanish. It remained. They descended further than any official map allowed, yet the air grew colder, fresher, almost alive. The walls shifted from ancient stone to a smooth, unnatural surface that reflected their lights without revealing depth. Time stopped behaving normally, watches failed, signals disappeared, and direction became meaningless. Mara captured something that should not have been possible: figures standing behind them in footage that no one saw at the time. Noah insisted it was equipment failure until it appeared again, closer each time. Selene stopped speaking altogether when she realized the symbols on the walls were not writing, but instructions, directives meant for something still below them. Back above ground, the data formed a pattern too precise to be accidental. Every landmark, every forgotten chamber, every sealed tunnel connected into a global structure beneath civilization itself. It did not follow geography. It ignored natural laws. Rivers, mountains, and fault lines meant nothing to it. Selene found fragmented texts describing it as a sleeping system, built not for travel, but for containment. Noah confirmed the horrifying conclusion: it was older than recorded history should allow. Elian tried to release the findings, but every file vanished simultaneously. Their work had not been deleted, it had been erased in real time. And on their desk, a message appeared without entry or exit: history survives because witnesses do not. The deepest chamber was not a room, but an impossibility carved into the earth. The team entered a vast circular space where sound did not behave normally and light failed to reach the ceiling. At its center stood a sealed black cylinder surrounded by thousands of handprints pressed into stone, as if entire generations had tried to hold it shut. Then came the knocking. Slow at first. Deliberate. Intelligent. Noah calculated escape routes that no longer existed. Mara's breathing echoed too loudly, even though the chamber absorbed sound. Selene understood too late that the handprints were not placed to remember the past, they were placed to resist the future. The knocking changed rhythm, becoming responsive, reacting to their presence. Fine cracks of light appeared between the handprints, vanishing the moment they were seen directly. Noah warned them to leave immediately, but Elian kept recording, unable to abandon what no one would believe without proof. Mara saw movement on the surface of the cylinder, prints forming from the inside, pressing outward as if something was learning pressure from the wrong side of reality. Then silence broke completely. The lights died. When they returned, Noah was gone. No struggle, no sound, no exit. Only absence, as if he had never been assigned to the mission at all. The official report called it an accident. Records were corrected. Evidence was buried. But Elian and Mara knew what had happened could not be reduced to paperwork. Selene disappeared soon after, leaving only coordinates to other sealed entrances across the world. Elian released the footage anyway. It was watched, shared, analyzed, until it began disappearing from every platform without explanation. In the final frames, something stood behind him that should not have been there. Years later, reports still surface from travelers standing above famous landmarks, faint knocking beneath their feet, slow and patient, like something remembering the surface above it. And always the same question remains unanswered: if it is sealed, why does it still respond?